Hello children, this video is for class 1 subject computers. Today we will study about chapter 2 uses of a computer. This video has two parts. In the first part we will be studying about uses of computers. Uses means the many things you can do on a computer. You can play games, you can draw and color, you can type, and many more things. So the first thing you can do is you can draw and color. This is something that some of you may already be knowing, and those of you who don't know, we will be teaching you how to draw and color when you come back to school. To draw and color, we use something called Paint program. Okay, this is the program for drawing and coloring. You can draw circles, rectangles. Let me draw a face. And now let me color it as well. Now, isn't that frightening? And isn't that fun? So we can do all these sort of drawings and much more colorful and many more complicated drawings on the computer. The next thing we can do is you can store information. What do you mean by you can store information? I can show you that example of drawing. Now, where is that circle? Where is that face? We don't see that face anymore? That's right. Normally, when you draw something or when you write something, it doesn't stay. But if I want, I can keep it for the future. We save, yes, saving it. Let me draw something again. This time let me draw a house. Let me color it as well. Green color for the doors maybe. And yellow color for the walls. We may have to draw the window again. No problem, we'll draw it. And let me color it. And now, let me do something called saving it. We give it a name. We have given the name house. So it is now saved. What does that mean? Okay, we have closed it. Again we will start this drawing program. Our house is no longer there, but don't worry, we will bring it back. What's written there? House. You click on house and there our picture comes back. So now, not only can you draw something, you can also keep it in the computer so that you can watch it again in future. Now anytime I switch on this computer, I can see this drawing. So that was about storing information. The next thing is you can type words or text. You can type words or text. Let's see what that means. This is something that you will be doing as soon as you come back to school, typing. You can type anything you want. That doesn't mean anything, so let me type something proper. We are let me change the color of these lines. Let me make them little bigger. Let me make them little bigger. Yeah, how's that? And now let me change the color of the lines. Let's change it to green. Or if you don't like the green color, maybe some other color, red, or maybe another color, green. Shall we make the letters little more thicker? How's that? So these are all the things you can do. You can type a lot of sentences. There's a lot of empty space there. A lot of things you can type, and for this we have to use the keyboard. I here have a laptop, but in school you will be having desktops with separate monitors and separate keyboards. The next thing is you can use the internet. That is something we all know about. Facebook, WhatsApp, YouTube, Twitter, Skype. These are all the many things you can do on the internet. You can solve sums. You can do addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and even more complicated sums. Let's see how. For this we need something called a calculator. There I have a calculator. Let us do some calculation. Let us add 778. Okay, even better. Let me add 778 plus 569. Now that's a very big number. 778 plus 569. And how much time will the computer take to do it? Not even 1 second. All I have to do is click on this equal to sign and I get the answer. So isn't the computer smart? Isn't the computer very fast? That's all about calculating. Next thing, you can listen to music. You can listen to music. I have got a music over here. Okay, it's going to play some music over here. Maybe the music is not to your liking so much. Let me stop it and close it. Then let me show you one. The next thing we can do is you can watch videos and movies. Now my video is too short to show you a movie, but I can certainly show you one short video. Here I have one video on my computer screen. Let's watch the video. Let's watch the whole video. It's something about trains, and I'm sure you'll love it. You're watching this on the computer, right? This is a video which you're watching on the computer. That's an Indian train, the Vande Bharat Express, running through some station in India. Now you can not only watch such short 1-minute videos, you can watch full movies, full-length movies of more than 1 hour. You can also play games. Now to play games on the computer, you can play a game which is stored in your computer, or you can play a game from the internet. In my laptop, I do not have any games stored, so I am going to show you how to play a game from the internet. Let me go to and click on something called Firefox. This is the Firefox window. Let me type there computer games. And this shows me so many computer games, so many of them: Jewel Quest, Medal of Honor, Roller Coaster, and just I have to go and now click on any one of them and I can start playing that game and have a lot of fun. One thing I must tell you is that you don't need a big desktop computer or a laptop computer to play games on the internet. Even your smartphone is very good enough for playing internet games. The next thing you can do is you can send emails. Now you know what is WhatsApp? WhatsApp is a app that you have on your mobile for sending messages. WhatsApp can also be used on the computer, but an email is not exactly WhatsApp, though it is similar. Certain similarity is there. In emails also we can send messages. Okay. You need to connect to the internet. Then you need to start and I can type a mail over here. I can write the name of the person to whom I am sending the mail. Type some message here. And click on the send box, send button over here, and the message will be sent to the person to whom I am sending it. Now a quick recap. These are the things you can do on the computer. You can draw and color, you can store information, you can type words or text, you can use the internet, you can solve sums, you can listen to music, you can watch videos and movies, you can play games, you can send emails. All these things you can do on the internet. And here are some assignments for you. Please do them in your textbook. In the first part of this video, you saw how computers can be used, what are the various things you can use a computer for. Now in the second part of this video, I am going to tell you about the various places where computers are used. Computers, you have seen them in the school, you have seen them in the railway station, you may have one in your house. So we will discuss now the various places where computers are used and for what purpose they are used. The first place where computers are used is your home. You can use computers at home to study and also to play. Here you can see one small boy playing that very famous game Grand Theft Auto. Then we have shops and malls. All big shops nowadays, they have computers to print bills. You can see the bill on the right hand side. This is the sort of bill. If you go to a shopping mall like Spencer or City Style or Big Bazaar, before you go out of the shop, you have to pay the money. And after paying the money, they give you this bill. This bill comes out of the computer and all the totaling. These are all the price of the items and the totals. This totaling and the printing of the slip is all done by the computer. Then if you go to a railway station, before you can board the train, you have to book the ticket. Whether it is for a short distance or for a long distance, you have to book the ticket. And whether you go to the big reservation counter, which is to the right of the main entrance to Dhanbad station, or you go to the where you get your daily tickets, in both places you will find computers. And the ticket nowadays is also printed out from the printer. This thing is called a printer, that noisy thing out of which from pieces of paper the ticket comes out. Computers are of course used in school. This looks a bit like our computer room, only the computers are not so closely kept together and we don't have chairs for the students, we have stools. But the computers are as good as the ones showed in this foreign school. We have got a lot of new computers. So when you come back, so you are the first time you are joining, your class 1, you will find that we have a very big computer room and with lots of computers, and you will be having a lot of fun when you go for practicals to this computer room. Computers are also used in hotels. This is a picture of a hotel. There is a family standing on the other side of the counter and the lady this side is sitting in front of a computer, and what she is doing is she is seeing whether any room is available for this family here, or if they have already booked a room, so is just checking to see where that room is. Computers are used in office to do office work. Now you don't know much about office work, so you don't know what exactly the computers do over there. But let me tell you that today in almost every office, big or small, there is at least one computer. Banks are a sort of office only. We use the banks to deposit our money and also to withdraw our money. And the banks are there to do all this work. A lot of calculation also has to be done. All these are done by the computers. Restaurant, you go to a good restaurant, the bill comes out printed like this through a computer. Airports, computers are in airports to book tickets and to get flight details. And here we have a flight ticket. Okay, this is made with the computer. And that brings us to the end of this part. Here are some assignments. Page 22, exercise D, page 24 and 25, both are my activities. Please do them in your textbook. That is the end of this video. I hope you liked it. We'll be back next week with another video on the next chapter. Thank you.